Okay. Let's jump.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Ah! Sorry you're seeing this.
Mission begins in
Nothing going on anyway, so. Is it just plus attack? There you go. Okay, so let's see what they do.
Mission begins in 10
I'm gonna watch you, Novus, because usually the game kind of revolves around the demo, so.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Here you could be spamming them, by the way. Okay. Okay. They uber quickly. Here you counter. This is good. Like the play here is to counter their uber and then back out or like stay alive. So here you guys are doing well. You have 9 players up and they have like they just bled 5. They're pushing. Good. Wow. Down 3. This is a good first hold so far.
Or medic that get flanked by the spy.
And just to say, like, it's the responsibility of your entire team here to be spy checking, because everyone should know that this is what's about to happen. It's not just the pyro, like, literally everyone should be spy checking. Heavy is a really good spy checker. Soldier is a really good spy checker, too. Why are you guys backing out here? What's happening? Oh, you... Okay, you dropped your medic. Okay, I see.
Medic died.
Yeah. Did I miss that? Hold on, let me go back. I think I totally missed that. My bad.
Yeah, the spy got a cheeky stab.
Yeah. I was not paying attention there.
Disaster. Yeah, that's anybody but the medic would have been. He could have dealt with it, but the medic, if the medic goes down, we don't have heals. They're really Uber. They're gonna Uber into us without heals and without counter Uber. We're gonna get wiped, and then they snowball. So I have to be, boys, we gotta pull out right now. We're gonna get destroyed without a medic.
How did that even happen? Like around
This
here?
spy was giving a lot of issues.
Field day with us.
I'd actually like to know, where's Arsonist Goose in all of this? Where's he at?
This guy got pretty far.
Yeah, like, where is Arsonist Goose? Like, he should be back there in spy check.
No. If Goose is taking,
Yeah.
no. If Goose is taking an Uber, if Goose,
Oh, I didn't know if there was an Uber or not.
Yeah.
If there's an Uber exchange, Goose is he was doing exactly what he should do.
Yeah, in this particular case, your pyro has a more important job, which is to deny the Uber. It should be the rest of your team that's looking behind.
Heavy.
As I was saying, Heavy is a really, really good spy checker. Because you can just spray kind of like random open spaces behind you and eventually you kind of catch the spy. Like, you should just be spraying behind you if you know approximately when the spy is going to be getting on you. See, man, he walks a really, really
Wow.
He walked a really, really long time there, right out in the open, and someone at some point should have been looking behind. Could have been Raven, but like that's hard, when you're focusing on like the things that are in front of you. So I don't necessarily. Go ahead.
I gotta work on my timing for sure. On like, if the spy just died, like in 15 seconds, know that he's gonna be on our ass again.
Just look behind you, like always be spraying behind you. This is like, it's this like actually kind of counterintuitive thing because you never see this in pubs or you never see this like otherwise, but Heavy often just sprays behind and kind of watches behind the team because Heavy's a really, really good spy checker. Yeah.
Yeah, before I was focusing on like calling out like flankers and stuff, but no, I'm just gonna sit on the medic and look directly behind, basically.
Babysit your medic and babysit your demo.
Yeah,
You're good against spies, and you're good against things that are rushing your heavy and your medic because you have insane DPS on them.
Yeah, and
Sorry,
especially
your
on
demo
this
and your
point, the soldier can definitely watch for the flankers and call out anyone who's going behind. I don't need to be doing it. So
Definitely, yeah. Your soldier on should be watching flanks for sure.
yeah, and he was up in
So-
Playgun. He could have. Yeah, so. I'll
So
be on it.
lesson learned there. That should have
Yeah.
never happened. Like you guys should be like one person on the team, you know, at least should be looking behind, you know. Like there, the spy literally walked like a football field length, and nobody saw him, you know. This is just something to really, really be aware as a team. And preventing plays like that will win you games. But here the play is obviously to back out,
The payload is nearing its
which I think you guys do well. Yeah. This is fine, this is fine. But here, you know, they're about to get Uber and they're gonna run into you, so you need to be aware of this. And you need to spam them out, you need to make them use early here. And you need to be able to deny their Uber. So careful here. They're gonna use into you. You guys are very close here. They're like you know that they have Uber, you know? This is so risky for you guys. If they, you know, like if they had a scout, if they played that smart, they would have scout demo Ubered that and literally they would have destroyed you. You know, Novus was standing in between these two rocks and they were just right behind. They could have Ubered there and they could have destroyed you guys immediately. So I think the play would have been to, I mean, either you have to do damage to them to force them. You can hide your soldier behind or something, like you can kind of rush them. Or you have to play safe and kind of make them use early like that. Like that's you have to be careful here. I don't know what they're waiting for. Careful here, like heavy kind of random off in the tunnel. They're gonna chase you, yeah. This is bad. You know, you have to stay alive and you have to stay with your team. There's no reason to be off in the tunnel like that. Now, they have two pretty strong picks. Honestly, they're playing this kind of poorly. Like they had Uber for a long time. They could have taken this hill from you. They're kind of just letting you get Uber. So I wonder what's gonna happen here. But here they got a good pick, so they should be rushing in now. Yeah. Now they finally use. See, like, you know, this entire time you knew they had Uber, right? Like, there was no point in playing right so close to them. Like, you were kind of like, you were kind of playing so close that it was like free for them to just use into you, and then they got your demo like that, and then probably they're gonna get a good position on third because of this, because you bled your demo and your NG and your heavy and your pyro.
So should we have sacked on hill, or should we have like played a far back third?
So
or,
I think
sure.
the play there was like, you know, you guys backed out on hill, right? They have 100% Uber on you. You know that they are gonna, so they didn't do this, but a good team would have used Uber right away, and they would have taken hill from you right away, and they would have spawn locked you right away. But they didn't do that. They kind of waited around for no reason. So knowing that a good team would use their Uber right away, you, with your strong position on hill, should have sacked for their medic and go for a force. That's the kind of the equalizing play that would have made the game a little bit more equal, because then you both would have been equal on third, or like your medic would have even had an advantage for third. I think you had the hill, you know, you had a strong position here. It gives you really, really good chances to go directly for their med and go for a force. It's not that hard to force them. Their medic was kind of in the open on cart. Like, I think you guys could have done it. If you bomb your demo, your soldier, your scout, your spy, like it's totally possible. I think that would have been the play there. Because
sure.
If not, you know, they steamroll you like this. And in fact, I think they played this, like I said, they played this very poorly. They let your medic, I don't know if your medic's gonna die here. I see he has 18 health, but they let your medic get 89% Uber. Like that's a huge kind of blunder by them.
Yeah, he's like 4 seconds away from having. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they would have, a good team would have used right away and then taken all of Hill from you, because you guys kind of had like a mini hold there on Hill, but they should have never allowed that because they had Uber.
For sure.
Let's see what happens.
So do you think we should have bombed them right as they were coming up the hill, or should we have like set up on third and then bomb them when they were coming out of the tunnel hold or something?
Because you have a good position on second, use that to your advantage to bomb them and force their medic. Because that equalizes
right away.
the game. Like you have to equalize the game, or they're going to steamroll you like they are right now.
Sure. Yeah. So that'll be the play for next time if we drop.
If you drop, you have to go for their medic. Like it, or else you're really setting yourself up to lose.
Right. Yeah. And as soon as possible.
Yeah. But not stupidly either. You know, like don't feed for it. Like play together and play in a way that will force their medic. It's hard. I mean, it's not always possible, and like it doesn't have like a 100% success rate, but you can play smart. You can play together to force their med. Like
yeah. Once we knew where he was, we totally should have done a group bomb.
Yeah. And he was kind of out of position there. He was kind of like on cart, knowing that.
Yeah, he went up the hill right away. He was only worried about the sniper. He wasn't worried about getting bombed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they let you get Uber, which is kind of funny.
Well, kind of lucky.
Rip. So this is going to be tough here. You have no demo to defend third. Wow, they're really staggered. They're taking their sweet time. They should be kind of pushing you on third already here. This is a big sight line to play in. You're gonna get sniped here. Where's your team? You're kind of alone here.
They were finally in. I forgot to tell them about us forward spawning and to hit their item preset bind. So yeah, my bad. I even said in scrims I would point that out if we get forward capped, but I totally forgot.
Here, you know, this is just unfortunate, right? Because your demo got spawn camped, and then because of that, you were never able to contest main, and then they're kind of walking into you guys here, and they're getting a good position on you guys without taking any damage, because it's, and in fact they're getting Uber here as well. They're 87%. They're gonna get Uber, excuse me, and they're probably gonna push you guys out. Let's see what happens. You know, like you guys are all bunched up in this little corner, in this little, I don't even know what you call this actually, this little hallway. You should be contesting point. You know, you should be spamming them. There's no reason to be so bunched up together here. And careful, you know, you don't want to die either. Soldier's an important class here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, they're gonna Uber. They got a really good Uber in there, you know, like they were able to walk in very, very far and use. It was not a particularly good exchange for them, but still, you know, you could have spammed them out way before that if you were spamming the corner.
Yeah, Goose knows about that corner and made sure he wasn't dead. So that was good coordination on our part, but it could have been way better.
Yeah.
We had no post fight.
Careful here, careful. This is like, you know, you're so here, like, you really want to be with your team. There's no particular reason to be watching this angle. Leave this to your soldier, if anything. You know, I don't even think anyone usually watches this because you're just splitting your team.
Yeah, I definitely was split. The only reason I was here was because there's an angle onto a roller coaster from the platform. But I totally overstayed my welcome. I already ate my sandwich, and now I'm 30 HP. I should be out of here.
It's more important for you to be protecting your demo and your medic than to be watching this angle.
And then I'm dead anyways.
Yeah. See, now they're just probably gonna bully you out here because they have their full combo. Oh no, they don't either. They don't have their heavy. So see, it's important. Like that's why, you know, you don't want to allow them to peek this little elbow here, because they just spam your team like they did. They picked your NG and they picked your dispenser. And if for them to not pick for you to not allow them to peek elbow, you have to have a position on stairs, and you need your entire team for that. You need your entire combo to contest stairs.
Got
Oh,
you.
they're gonna run over you guys here.
Yeah, I think we pretty much already called the back at this point.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of a bad Uber by them. Here, you gotta back out. Oh, man. This is tough. This is tough. They're gonna have like a 30 ad on you. This is tough because you need your med up here, you know? They're just gonna run over you guys with heals. I don't even know if, you know, I don't even know if it's worth holding up top if you don't have an avenue for your med to join you very, very quickly, you know? Unless he's spawning in like 1 second and the coast is clear, they're just gonna rush you with their heals and they're gonna kill you exactly like they just did. I assume Novus is gonna die here. Ooh.
There's no way.
I remember, yeah, Nova's got a what?
That was close. That was close, but you know, like a better team would have picked you there and then you have no demo. And then your heavy here is... There's Novus for everyone, but your heavy here is a little too overextended. You're for sure gonna get sniped in 1 second. Yeah.
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 All of it.
So that their medic went down though. So this is why we held for so long, was because their medic was overextended. It was luck. It wasn't because we had a particularly good hold. It was just they never got Uber for the next like 5 minutes or something. Or I mean, it wasn't 5 minutes. It was like 3 minutes.
Good.
You're building really quick.
Like your soldier is holding this well. Ooh.
Yeah, in scrims we asked him to be up here, which was really
Yeah,
useful.
for sure. Now you have your medic up here. Oh my god. Ooh. And then what happened?
He stole his pack.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god. This is so lucky.
Mm-hmm.
It's good, it's just lucky. See, the thing is, like, oh my god. They walked in from that other door. You need to have someone watching it. That's why it's important to have your soldier up there, but he died, you know? It's hard to hold tiles when you don't have someone watching that other door. You guys are like 4 down here. You're alone under. They have really strong position on you. Yeah. That's tough. You guys just never got a good upper hold. Okay.
I feel like
Things-
you could have tried holding pub spot instead of trying to
Yeah,
hold
I
at
think
tiles.
so. I think so. I think
Because
that
their
was
spy
probably
was
the
just
play.
running into our spawn and killing me and for free while I'm trying to hold off tiles, and then like it's either Raven has to kill him or
Yeah, play with your
Raven.
NG. Your NG can defend you.
Was
Yeah.
he gun spy?
no, he wasn't gun spying. He was just walking up there for free, and like I was timing sometimes like him walking up there, but he would get away because like I'm not running SMG. But I think I swapped
Could have
midway.
ran Razorback.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that
Better
too.
swap it
But
over.
your NG can defend you. Like,
Yeah, I think Raven was just more focused on like getting his sentry up and stuff than like kind of spy checking.
Yeah, that was kind of my goal, was to get the sentry up and then try to get, you know, behind you to smack your ass, but then my sentry would go down and it'd start all
yeah,
over.
it's tough. It's
Yeah.
tough because like it's hard to set up a gun when you don't have tile control, and like you never had tile control. So
So what should I do in that case? Just leave it as like level 1 and protect the sniper?
yeah, you have a hard job in that case. Honestly, like just try to set up anything you can. I think.
So is at that
Yeah.
point is
I
setting
think
up.
in those situations, I'll just swap the Razorback.
So is
Go ahead.
like switching to Gunslinger acceptable in that case?
I've seen it, but I don't know.
Okay, I mean,
Like
because
maybe.
Gunslinger plus Wrangler and then stand behind Hilaro. I think I could do some stuff more
It's
than
because
my.
the thing.
Go ahead.
It's because the thing about that is like, the thing about Gunslinger is like, in the scenario that you do manage to retake tiles, then you have a Gunslinger. You know.
Right. Well, I can switch back to
Yeah.
big sentry almost instantly. You know.
But then, like,
Anyways.
you could have used that time to maybe build a gun. You know. There's
Yeah.
all these things to kind of.
Situational thing.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe I'll sling down a level 1 and then just go protect
I-
Hilaro.
I've seen people do Gunslinger on last though. Wrangler Gunslinger is really annoying, and if they go for your sniper like that, you can just kind of babysit it more. It's situational, right? Like you kind of
Right.
have to see what happens. It's
Gotcha.
not a bad idea.
Yeah, because their spy just started going after me a lot more.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you shouldn't shoot him in the head so much.
My bad.
Think about what you've done.
Nice. It's pretty good.
Attention. 5 minutes left in the mission. 5 minutes left in the mission. Thanks, dog.
Here you pick their sniper. You have uncontested sightlines. You should get a better position.
Yeah, it was our team wiped, and I was waiting
Yeah.
for them to kind of come back out.
That's a feed from their scout.
Yeah.
Ubers are traded. Here you're kind of alone. You know, you're kind of alone, Novus. You know, let me go back to that. 40, 200.
Please.
You used your Uber, but you were totally alone.
Yeah, I think Arsenal's just got backstabbed.
Yeah, but
Before
like
the-
there's more players than the pyro, right? Like it could be your entire team. You can also scout demo over this.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Okay.
Mission.
Let me find.
Begins in 10 seconds. Attention. 5 minutes left in the mission. 5 minutes left in the mission.
Your soldier too can be spamming the gun. With direct hit, sometimes that's really effective.
I was wondering
'Cause, like-
if that was banned or not.
It's not always possible to sap the gun and make your demo get it. Like a sap plus direct hit is super strong as well. That works really well.
That's like a 2-shot.
Yeah. Sap direct, even just direct hit on its own is really strong for sniping this like really far back gun on first. I really recommend it. I did it often.
Yeah, because you don't have damage fall off against buildings, right?
Yeah.
So massive.
They kind of deny you here. See, like it's important. Like it's tough. You can't get picked right before this push. Well, that like you really have to be aware. And you know, here you
Yeah,
guys
I was
got
way
4 down.
overextended.
So it maybe this is gonna work in your favor.
Yeah, I was down by the front of
Yeah.
playground when I got stabbed. I wasn't looking
Yeah,
in
just
both directions.
play with your demo. Play heals. Play heals.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one thing Blows and I were talking about was that they tanked their heavy and we had a hard time dealing with them, and then
You
I
should
got
be
like
tanked as well.
I got like 8% heal time or something.
Yeah.
Like I was just like a regular Joe Schmo.
hmm
But I was playing flank though, so I'm gonna switch it up.
Yeah.
It up.
There's no reason there's just no reason to play flank as what
Yeah,
do they do?
no, everyone's been unimpressed with it, so I'm just gonna give
Yeah.
it up.
Because your soldier and your scout are far more effective at watching flank than you, and you're much more effective at protecting your demo and your medic
Yeah.
and your pyro, and just providing a lot of power. You know, like you're at 450, it's hard for them. Like they have to a demo has to use like 8 stickies, you know, on you.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to take the whole sniper's charge or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you guys kind of wrapped them all the way around, but your team was not in on that either. Okay, this is okay. You get their medic, don't die, play heals, just push them out of here, get their gun, spam their gun, spam their gun.
That's what Bumper was screaming.
Your medic,
At this
your medic died to their gun.
Yeah.
Left in the mission.
I really recommend the direct hit for this first point.
Show. I'll let Bumper know.
Direct hit is also really good on last offense.
For sure, yeah.
It's a sniper rifle.
This is good. Contest hill. Oof.
Oh, we didn't even kill him after that?
You know,
I mean,
once
I tried.
again, Boldat, you were on the left side. Play with your team. You know, like you should be spy checking for
Right.
for this. You know, like this was a perfect situation. You were kind of top left there, but you know you should have been on your combo, looking behind. Like while you guys are pushing cliff, you look behind, and you're always gonna catch people uncloaking like that. Like
Yeah, one thing was I was
wrong,
up there
this was wrong.
because our plan was for me to
Yeah.
flank there when we exchange Ubers,
This
but
was
we don't even
wrong,
have
mate.
Uber, so yeah.
yeah,
I wanted them to like meet. It was just a silly. It wasn't working. So
They-
just a lesson.
because they can single you out that way a little too easy. I think
For sure.
unless like that's fine if they're playing far back on hill, you know. But if they're playing close like they were, it's just there's no reason to. You're not playing with heals, you know. You should be like at 450 all the time. Not to hog heals, but like, you know, get crit heals and then like be a strong player to assist your team.
Yeah, on the second round, their heavy had like 28% heal time, and he was like top scoring. So, yeah, there's something to it.
Yeah, that's tough. Same thing there, like push together on hill. You know, you just get picked. Play together. Your soldier can watch flank, your scout can watch flank.
I think also they were waiting for me before they do this exchange too, which sucks as well.
Yeah. What's this gun spot?
Behind the minecart? Was that where it was?
They had it like on the little balcony thing. Man, they just like they played heals really well. They walked into you guys together as the Ubers were fading, and then they just literally ran over you guys there.
yeah, the scout got behind and just picked
Yeah.
me off so easily.
Yeah. That's why you always have to have people watching behind you as well. Could be your soldier too, could be literally anyone. Just be aware, like always be safe. This is this thing like I forget if I think I talked to Novus about this. Like one thing that my team did really well when playing, and like over the years we kind of got good at this, was always playing safe. Like you never start pushing unless all your bases are covered. You know, someone is watching behind you, your flanks are covered, people are watching the decloak spots. You know that nothing is going to surprise you. You know, you're always like safe, quote unquote. Your defense on offense is very strong, so that nothing can kind of interrupt your push. You know, because
Yeah, I'm remembering that moment with the heavy on catwalk or something,
Yeah.
call like that, where just nobody cared.
Yeah.
It was a somebody else's problem type situation where everyone just had the same reaction.
100%.
Someone
Like
else will deal with it.
I think this
So
is
it
just
jumped in our
important,
face,
like,
and it became all of our problem.
when you have to have a strong defense on offense, you know, like you have to be aware of threats that will stop your offense from executing at full strength.
Smart.
So your Ubers are about equal. Oh man. Yeah, good, nice, very nice. You have sniper down. You can take the hill a bit. Yeah. Here I would push forward, spam their gun. They have no snipers, so keep going, keep going. This is good. Just like, it's just you three here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, no. Good job.
It's 5.
Never mind that. This is good. This is good. They're down 2. Their gun is down. Their soldier fed. Their spy is gonna die. Push, 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 push. This is the time. Trade Uber is like, go, 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 go. Now's the time. Scout demo Uber, now's the time. Oh yeah, you have to push the cart too. Okay, good. It's a good decloak. Ooh.
Yeah, that was a little risky there.
This is good. They're feeding. Here you're kind of alone. How did that push kind of die out there,
Well, my priority was bad. I needed to kill that pyro. I was shooting other people. That's like the heavy's job. Kill the pyro that's M1ing you.
Yeah. Here they're just retaking position on you. Yeah, that sucks. And they have like full Uber ad on you. This is a feed. 2 feeds. I don't know why they're pushing you here. They fed their scout and that... Okay.
I think it's because there's only 30 seconds for
I see.
for a win.
They're
so.
just kind of trolling you.
Yeah.
This is good.
Oh, almost got the med.
It's good, but there's 6 seconds left, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, our med drop when we were defending, and then our 2 failed pushes, Ubering with when we were on blue, really killed our times.
yeah, I think lessons learned here are like their combo was much stronger than yours. Like just presence wise, they were playing a little bit more together. They're
They're playing a lot more together.
Yeah.
And that's probably because this is their 5th season with the same roster.
Yeah.
So
I mean that helps, like of course.
Yep.
And you can't expect to be like super the best players ever when it's your first season. And honestly, this is still very impressive to me. Like just everyone's first season and playing this well together honestly is really good. If you play people that have 5 seasons of experience, that's tough. They know the game a little bit better. And losses happen, and I think lessons learned. Their combo was much stronger. You have to make your combo strong in consequence to match that. Their spy got a lot of picks, and I think that just kind of happened. He got a lot of very, very high impact picks too, because you guys were not defending your offense very well, and even your defense. Like you have to work on that too.
Sure.
I think that's important. And then, these kind of things tie together, right? Like, don't play on flank, play with combo, because it makes your combo stronger. And that's kind of like the bulk of your team, right? Like the bulk of your team's damage, and like the main threat of your team is your combo, and you have to be strong in that regard so that they take your threat seriously. I don't think they did in this kind of game. And you guys never got a good hold on last. I think what Telero was saying is true. Excuse me. You should have held pub spot. It was really hard to retake tiles in those circumstances. And then you guys kind of died and like the push, the hold kind of fizzled out there.
Yeah, I never even made it to tiles at all.
Yeah,
It's hard to make it to tiles whenever after like something like a wipe happens like
Exactly.
that, and it's just like you can't cross that. Like I
Yeah.
tried before, like I think in one of those actually, like I helped blows get across up to tiles, but then the soldier hits me with one rocket and I died getting into tiles.
Then you just stagger there and then like
yeah, it just didn't feel worth like me helping blows get across there. That's why
Exactly.
I was like, I probably just held pub spot.
Yeah, it's not worth it in that circumstance. Like unless you wipe them, then you can safely cross or something like that. But if they have a position in main, it's really, really hard.
We were lucky that their sniper and like their sniper was paying attention to me in main because Blows was crossing through main and he just didn't look at him.
Yeah, that's lucky. They had this kind of like blunder moment on when they were on offense second. They had full Uber add on you guys and they were just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. So remember, you have to equalize the game in that circumstance. I think the play would have been to go for their med, and I'm sure you would have gotten it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should
we gotta work on that
adjustment.
Yeah, we gotta work on that collapse where it's like scout running in like a B, spy waiting for that little moment, and then demo and soldier just flying in at the same time.
Because the logic too is like getting a good position, getting a good hold on second, like you guys are in rocks and like you have your gun and everything, is completely worthless because they have full Uber add on you and your medic is still down. They should have pushed. They didn't do it, but they should have pushed right there, and they would have cleared you guys out from there.
Yeah, and then also that's a good offense lesson for us too. Like if we get a med pick, then it's a go time. Like, do not wait.
Use your advantage. Yeah, use your advantage.
Right. Get aggressive.
Yeah,
like they don't have heals.
Yeah, it's tempo. It's really tempo.
Any kind of damage you do will be more impactful because they don't have heals.
Yeah, absolutely. Use the advantage you have. If they don't have a sniper, you can peek really good angles with your team. If they don't have a demo, you can walk forward with your demo, and they can kind of knock and test you. If they have heavy, if they don't have a heavy, they have less damage that they can soak up and like less kind of sustain. Like there's all these things, right? Like,
yeah.
Got you.
I was watching their stream or whatever, the soldier's POV, and that shot that I hit, that was the goofy. I had a full angle shot on him too. That wasn't even like a crack shot. It was just like he jumped, I caught him. But yeah, I also watched during their half. Yeah, they swapped up, and after seeing the stats, like they adjusted accordingly and like who their spy is going after.
Yeah. Their spy got like I said, their spy got a lot of high impact kills. Like,
yeah.
It was so funny watching the stream because every time their spy called sniper down, their sniper was like you could hear like the sigh of relief. He was like, "Thank God."
Yep, and it's like that happens a lot too, like in invite level games because snipers are so oppressive. Like it's really hard to do anything against very, very strong snipers, and like SVSs are hard, and like you peek, you have one wrong peek and you die. Like, and maybe you'll get to this point someday where you play against these like really, really strong snipers. Like you'll see why not playing in sightlines is important because you really get punished for it.
Yeah.
Novus, how do you want this recording?
You can just send it to me.